Okay, everybody, I'm going to show you the new version of importing coordinates from uCheetah. We'll load up uCheetah as normal. And select under survey import coordinates. You'll see that there's a few changes made in this version of Microstation Connect edition. It's slightly different from V8R, but we can go through that later. This is the dialog box to import the coordinates. It's changed somewhat. We allow here to add an active point and various things slightly different. You can fiddle around with it. So essentially I'm going to bring in a list of coordinates. I've got a small file which is 16 points, which are pile positions from a small project, and the idea is to make the positions look like this. So I'm going to put an active point on the coordinate position with the point name, the point height, and a description or label next to it. You can also, instead of an active point, place a cell. Now this, if you read here, this utility uses your current text size and active scale settings. So that'll handle your size of your labels, etc., and the scale of any cell you might place. So you must know up front what scale you're going to be plotting at, and you must set your sizes and scales accordingly. So it gives you leeway, it doesn't limit you to the scale setting as in the main uCheetah dialog. So this scale here is ignored in the coordinate import dialog box. So right, let's start with placing the active point. I'm going to place it as a yellow, color 4. We give it a weight 4, and I'm going to put it on level 4. Select that ASCII file and hit run. So there are the 16 pile positions. I'm going to put the name now above the point like that. So switch off active point. We don't want to plot another one. I'm going to use name. I'm going to choose color green on level 2. Right, now I want to offset it. So my text size in this environment is 0.1, and I want to have a 0.1 gap and then put the text over there, and I'm going to change the justification of the text to top left. So from the point to the top of the P there, it's going to be 0.2. Now these offsets work on the Microstation coordinate system. So this is the X direction, horizontal, and the Y is vertical, as in a normal Cartesian system. It does not use the survey Y and X offset system here. This is just for the screen offsets. So because this is vertically offset, I'm going to go to the Y and I'm going to make it 0.2. You can change it to the standard ASCII font if you wish, and we're going to run that. Okay, so we switch off name now, and the next thing I'm going to do is the height. So the height you're going to stick below the point, and the gap I'm also going to use top left on the justification with a 0.1 gap. So top left, so because it's going down, it's minus 0.1, and set the color to 3, and the level, I'm going to put it level 3. Okay. Right, now the next thing is to put the label in. So this is the label. You can offset it in the X, on the x-axis by 0.1. So I'm going to have it as center left justification 0.1, and we're going to have it as color blue level 1. Right. So there it goes. So you can fiddle around with all these offsets and whatever you want to do depending on your text sizes, etc. Now, obviously, we wouldn't do them one at a time. So you would typically do these things all together. One hit, you would know all your settings, and then you would just hit run. It'll plot them all. Right, the other option, obviously, for the center point on a coordinate is to put a cell, as like here. So I'm going to put a cell there, make it color 5, level 5, and I'm using cell number 9, and I'm going to set my active scale 0.02 for this environment, and run. Okay, so that would be what you would do. You can play around with it, fiddle around, but it does give you a lot more options for bringing in your coordinate positions. Thank you.